Okay, it is Saturday, August 1st, 2 weeks away from the grand opening here. We have our certificate of occupancy this week. We are having a work day tomorrow, so I will give a little walk around update and then also some things for the work day tomorrow. So we're out here in the parking lot, and you can see that all of the plants that we planted in those boxes came out really nice. So Woods came along and filled in all of they put screened loam in here for us, which is really nice. And Gary Bangor's come along and put down some preen, I think the name of it was, that will keep the weeds down, and then has also started in on the putting some mulch down here as well. So in the workday tomorrow, hopefully we can get some more of that spread around, but all of the plantings are looking really, really good from a couple months ago there. You'll also see the wheel stops. So Jimmy Temple and John Sheminsky have really done an amazing job banging all these things in and attaching them. There is a lot of them here, and they are super rock solid. And what they're going to do is protect this stuff so people can't pull over and crush the end of this porous asphalt. Looks like we ended up with a couple of extra that we can probably take up and put in the house with the other construction equipment. I see somebody's come along. I don't know if it was Josh or Gary Bangor, but this first tree here, or the last one that we put in, was always a little bit wonky donkey, leaning over, and so we've put in some of the paint, the tent pole, tent stakes in there to try and pull it back upright. It's kind of a weird one. It sort of had a hook to it, but anyway, it's looking good, and the water, maybe we should have made the water a little bit higher in the grand scheme of things, but it's looking good. So here is our here's Gary's got some bags of the mulch that we're spreading around. We're doing a pretty thin layer, just enough to cover up the dirt for now. This is the electric, the stub for the EV charging stations. There's the sad Tesla wishing it had a charging station that it could charge. But that is for a future phase. We need to get a little bit of dirt and just fill that in. We know where it is, and we can dig it up when we're ready. So all of this grass that we did a couple work days ago is coming through, looking nice. And there's Mr. Palmer cutting the grass, doing awesome. He is a absolute workhorse. So the big thing that we've got going in the next week, so tomorrow is kind of the last work day of the actual putting together the project. We've gotten the certificate of occupancy, and then the party planning committee, the highly secretive elite organization known as the Party Planning Committee, is going to take over and plan out the actual celebration that happens on August 15th. And so there's kind of some things that we still need to do, and then others that are going to be part of the Party Planning Committee. So let's see, let's start down here. Joe Loring has been absolutely crucial to us. He with the signs and the posts and so forth. So you can see there is our new mailbox. We needed to have the numbers out on the road for the public safety people to give us our certificate of occupancy. A little American flag. Willie DeVoe did the install of the post. So we are in good shape there. The other thing to kind of note is a second apple tree has been needed a pollination partner for our heirloom cloth of gold. So I went and grabbed a Honeycrisp, and Gary DeVoe and Kevin planted that in the ground. Yeah, it's so nice up here when the grass is all cut. So yeah, all the landscaping stuff, but you know, the big thing is really, or one of the big things is this gate that has been put together by Joe Loring, donated by Mainline Fence. I think it was reclaimed from another customer of theirs, Mainline Fence, and so Joe has done an amazing job of sandblasting it and painting it in the club colors, and you can see that it's just opens and closes like with a fingertip, yeah, it's great. And there is the lock there, so last person out, lock the gate behind you. All right, I will also say up there, there's handicap signs. We have a couple more signs for the fire lane. So where Andy was mowing there is what we kind of call the ramp, which is the low angle way to get from the parking lot down to the field. That's going to be, you know, we need to keep the end of that open for ambulance access. So we have a couple of fire lane signs I think that Joe's going to make for us. In terms of the work day, tomorrow, we are going to need to put together and get these fire pits sorted out. So, like, not only is there like sticks just lying around everywhere, but we have this old burn pile here that has some stuff in it, as well as the giant burn pile that is up there. And what we're going to do is combine them all into one single burn pile in kind of the middle of this field here, because we are not really going to be able to burn it. I don't think at the party. This wood is all just still too green, and it needs to it needs to kind of dry out. So what we're thinking is for the I think it's October 17th, all of the teams are going to be at home playing league matches for the first time, and so then we plan another party then, and we won't mind having a nice fire going. So there's a lot up in this one, and it's going to take a while, and we'll kind of pull that together. Okay, there's the end of the swamp buggy here. Finally bent one of the axles on it, and it has served us well. So people with chainsaws tomorrow cutting the stuff up. I think we try and get the very burnable stuff, such as the cardboard and the pallets and whatnot, into over there first, in the bottom, and then the kind of the branches probably will go in there, and then also we can then like cut up the logs and get those over there. So that's sort of one big job for tomorrow. And then the other one is this area over here. You can see kind of through the woods. Oh, incidentally, first, there's the bat box. The mosquitoes are pretty bad, so when you get here tomorrow, there's cans of bug spray around. And just over the last couple of weeks, the mosquitoes have been pretty bad. So let's use our bug spray tomorrow. Anyway, this area in here needs to be kind of cleared out. We're going to start using this path through here as the way over to the practice pitch, and it is I believe going to be the Brenda Papalardo nature path through here, and it's all, very scenic, if not a little bit buggy. So we can come through from the field from here, but I would like to get this cleaned up through here as well, so that when you're coming down from the garage or that area, the driveway up there, that it's kind of the quickest way to get through. So at the last work party, we got a lot of this stuff all cleaned up and seeded. This water fountain works now. It's nice. The water is very nice and cold in it. We did also, Jeff and Gary Pop put down another round of fertilizer, which has really made the whole field look a lot nicer now. We're still, I think, dialing in. We may want to run the passes a little bit closer with the broadcaster, but it's in pretty good shape. So in terms of the party, this area here, I think, is where the tents are going to be. So we're going to have a beer tent. Richard is curating that experience, so we're going to need to get the tents up. That's probably not going to be tomorrow, but next weekend. And you can see there's also some beautiful Adirondack chairs and bleachers, and then down on the field is actual player benches, which are nice for putting your boots on. Oh. Okay. So there's the stuff that can probably go into the middle of the burn pile. Richard is working on the picnic tables. So he's cutting out all of the parts and pieces for that. And we're going to have 8 picnic tables that we'll have to do a build party with. And so I think tomorrow we're going to start on the painting process, at least get all of the primer put down on those. And then that'll be ready then for, I think we're going to go with a blue. So we have all the red Adirondack chairs, and we will have blue picnic tables spread throughout the place. So things are looking good. There's a little red. I think Pete's going to come for a bit tomorrow. And then little red is going to be going home. We'll have 5 porta-johns, I think, for the party. So that is about it over here. I'm going to run over and just show you what's going on at the practice pitch. All right, on the way over to the practice pitch, I just want to point out that the north slope here could use a mowing. It is something that needs to be done by hand. It is a tough job, but hopefully somebody's got the gumption to get that done for us. All right, so we're walking along the nature path here. We may bring in a little bit more of the ECM. We have a a decent pile of the ECM. You can see that Pete has moved in quite a bit of it here, and so we can, probably get a golf cart through here now. I think Jim Sheminsky said he was gonna bring a golf cart that we can bring through here. It's not super smooth, but it's nice and not too much water builds up here, and it's a pleasant experience walking through the woods. We have put in a culvert here that Jeff Pop and John Sheminsky sorted out. Oh, and look at the grasses come in, really awesome. And so this is going to keep this area more drained. You can see there's a little bit of surface water here, not really a problem, but there's a big spring up in this area, and it comes down into there. So here's the practice pitch, which is looking absolutely amazing. And Kevin has been a real warhorse here. We had a big couple of work days where we had a bunch of people out. Rocky was out, and Jimmy Temple, John Sheminsky, Jeff Pop, a lot of people out setting up these sprinkler heads around the place. And we have one area here in particular that is holding water. And I think we've got some dirt over there that we're going to bring and try and level this out a little bit. Because otherwise, I think that's going to be a problem. We need to figure out some sand or something for it because it is a bit wet through here. But yeah, practice pitch is looking really nice. And should be, a pretty exciting thing for us to have both the main pitch, which is obviously awesome, and also this practice pitch. We do need to get a roller, so you can see that there are some tire tracks. This was not compacted and constructed to the engineering tolerances that the main pitch was, and so we have a little bit of work to do in kind of leveling it, but we're looking to get a roller that we can pull behind the tractor, and that should allow us to smooth some of this stuff down. And it's pretty good already, and I imagine as we start running around on it, it'll flatten out a bit. But yeah, this is all looking really good. Let's see, what else is there to do over here, or what else has kind of happened over here? We also have a gate that has the same lock combination as the gate at the main pitch. One last item that I would love to get done tomorrow, should not be that big a deal, but if somebody's got a pickup truck, can drive it over here. Maybe don't drive it on the pitch, but grab these things here. These are the sides for the dump trailer, and we need to get those back onto Duncan's dump trailer, and actually probably even the best thing to do would be to bring the dump trailer over here, so that it's not in the driveway. There's a couple of big trailers in the driveway right now. I know that Pete's going to take Little Red out on Stevie Gould's flatbed, and then if we could get the dump trailer over here, that would really free up around the front of the garage over there. I need to do a little work on the backhoe and get that for sale. If anybody knows anybody that wants to buy an awesome backhoe, we may use it tomorrow a little bit to move around some of the bigger stuff. But it basically is too big now for the stuff that we need to do. Also have some firewood here. If anybody feels like splitting some firewood, we've got some here for you. Okay, I think that will do it. Hope to see everybody tomorrow around 9 o'clock. And yeah, we did it. We have our certificate of occupancy and we're in the glide path for the party. I can't believe it's been 3 years basically, that or more actually, if you include a lot of the planning stuff that went on. So it's been a long road. A lot of people have contributed to getting us to this point, and looking forward to seeing everybody on the 15th. All right, thanks for watching.